Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Sethum and welcome back to another video for Raid Shadow Legend. Today in this video, folks, as the title suggests, I'm going to be going through some of the stuff that has recently been added to Raid Shadow Legends, and that is a reward for those that link their Amazon Prime account with the Raid Shadow Legends game. Now, important to note here is that you can only do this on a mobile device, not on the PC. So I don't know how I feel about that. I would have liked it if it was a thing on the PC as well, but as you can see right here, it does not show up. So we're gonna have a look at the Amazon Prime, which comes to Raid Shadow Legends. This is a little description on it, and right at the end, if you read all the way through it, it'll tell you that this is only intended for mobile devices, and there are some rewards for logging in. So this is what it looks like on the mobile device, and these are the rewards with the dates when they will be released. So as you can see, it looks like there will be one reward every 2 weeks for quite a good time to come. Now there are 3 champions to get from this. They are epic champions, and this is what I wanted to kind of show off. Of course, you get the shards, you get all of the things. It's nice that this has been added to the game. I'm quite happy with that. I'm not sure what deal they have with Amazon, but it's a nice addition to the game. The champions that you get from this are pretty decent. They have really good kit, and the first one you will get is Ultimate Gallic, which I think has a really good kit, especially for bosses and even more so for the clan boss. So we're gonna show him off, show the design. I think he looks pretty cool, and he definitely makes a good champion to have in your roster for the dungeons. So this is what he looks like. I like the design. I like him more than the original, to be fairly honest, and he has a passive as well. So fully heals this champion and instantly removes any stun debuffs whenever an enemy places a stun debuff on this champion. I think this is pretty amazing. It's on a 4-turn cooldown. Attacks one enemy, so this is the A1. Attacks one enemy, has a 50% chance of placing a HP burn debuff on a target for 2 turns if this champion is under increased attack buff. Fills this champion's turn meter by 10% if the attack is critical. Fills this champion's turn meter by 5% if the attack is not critical based on attack. The A2 is attacks one enemy, has 50% chance of placing a HP burn debuff on the target for 2 turns if this champion is under the increased attack debuff. Decreases the target's turn meter by 25% chance if the attack is critical. Decreases the target's turn meter by 10% if the attack is not critical. This skill can also be ascended, and when it is ascended, it will decrease the target's turn meter by 25% and places a 50% increased attack buff on this champion for 2 turns if this attack is critical. So you will definitely want to ascend him to a 3-star. Definitely worth it. So with that, you will want to start with the A2, then obviously move on to the A1 and A3 to get that HP burn. And I already have some poisoners, but I definitely wanted a HP burn. This guy is going to be the one that I'm going to be using. A3 is attacks all enemy 2 times. Each hit has a 50% chance of placing an HP burn on the target for 2 turns if this champion is under the increased attack buff. Very nice. Very good kit right there. I see quite a few uses, at least for me at this point and at this stage in the game. I'm going to show you the other 2 champions that you can get. So this guy is obviously a orc. He's got some good reviews already. I quite like him. I like his kit. I like his design overall. So we're going to go into the hold on, where no, okay, so I think it's Barbarians and Revenant Knight that had the champions. So we'll do that. I don't know why I went into this. I was slightly confused. I got the factions confused. The next champion that you can get would be Whisper. This is what it looks like. Obviously, it's a she. Nice design overall. I like it. It's new, so it's not a reskin of something that already exists in the game. Unrelenting is this champion's passive and has a 10% chance of granting an extra turn whenever this champion lands a critical hit, increases the damage inflicted on bosses. So very good passive right there. Attacks one enemy, has a 50% chance of placing a 25% weakened debuff on her A1. On her A2, attacks one enemy, places a 50% increased attack buff on this champion for 1 turn before attacking if the target has higher max HP than this champion. Will ignore defense if the target is under weakened debuff. So that is a very nice thing there. It's a very nice synergy between the skills. I quite like that. And her A3 is attacks one enemy 2 times, grants extra turn if the target is under decreased defense or weakened debuffs. So again, a nice combination of skills to have and attacks. And finally, there is a third champion that you can get. She does also have an aura, which Gallic doesn't, and that is increases ally attack in dungeons by 29%. Gallic doesn't have an aura, but yeah, still quite good, to be fairly honest. I'm going to definitely be leveling these guys up. I can use them. I do have some champions, but it does add to the diversity. And the third one is in the barbarians. It is Valor. She also has an aura and a passive along with 3 attacks. So this is what the character looks like. It is a reskin of Valkyrie, or at least that's what it looks like to me. Her aura increases ally resistance in the arena by 45, and her passive decreases the damage received by this champion by 15% when under the shield buff. Her A1 is attacks one enemy 2 times, increases the inflicted damage by 15% if the target is under shield buff. So that is quite good for champions that are protected by a shield in the arena, and a lot of them will have that. Her A1 is Piercing Blade, which attacks one enemy 2 times, increases the damage inflicted by 15% of the target if the target is under shield buff. Her A2 is Crush the Wall and removes all shield buffs from all enemies, then attacks all enemies. Has a 30% chance of placing a decreased defense. And her A3 is Fortified Core, places a shield buff on this champion for 3 turns equal to 20% of their max HP, and also places a 60% increased defense buff on this champion for 3 turns and fills the champion's turn meter by 50%. So a very good combination, can be reduced to a 3 cooldown. So a nice combination of effects on all 3 champions that will be coming through this. They are already in the game, so they can be obtained through shards by the looks of it. And I just wanted to kind of show these off. I think they are pretty nice. They have a very synergetic kit on them, so they are definitely worth getting and trying them out. I will be getting my hands on them one way or another, depending on what I will be doing in the game. Now, I won't be necessarily always covering updates and news. I don't really like to focus on stuff like that on the channel, but I thought this one was something quite unique, quite different. I mean, granted, you have to have Amazon Prime and then link it to this. The way you link it is by going to the tab on the left, then adding your Amazon account. It will ask you to introduce your Amazon account details, so that would be your account name and password, and then after that, once you introduce these details, Amazon will ask you if you are okay with Raid accessing your Amazon details. That's pretty much it. It's done, and you get to have access to all of these goodies. Now, the champions are nice. There is also shards that will be coming, energy packs and all that sort of stuff. So if you have Amazon Prime, definitely worth linking it with the game. I personally like this, and I think this should be a thing that should carry on as a form of loyalty reward system. And equally speaking, I also think that after the 90-day login loyalty system, there should also be another daily login reward system put in place. That's just my opinion. And with that being said and done, that brings this video to an end. I do hope that you have enjoyed it. If you have, please don't forget to support me on the channel by hitting that like button, subscribe to the channel For more similar content from myself, if you have just subscribed, why not check out some of my other videos and guides here on this channel? Who knows, you might just enjoy them. And don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload new videos and content to the channel. Also, for those interested, you can always find me on the Sethtopia Discord. Links to this, of course, you can find down below in the video's description, as well as in a pinned comment from myself. Until next time, stay safe, folks.